For centuries, the Kingdom of the Seven prospered under a wise and generous ruler. Chosen by the gods, he united the 7 major islands and gave their inhabitants what they needed most. Peace, order, and a single faith. The islands lived in harmony for generations, united not only by friendly relations, but also by close economic ties. Though great distances separated the islands, merchant ships frequented the trade routes, and the Kingdom of the Seven flourished. This prosperity endured for a long time, but the king's influence could not remain strong everywhere forever, and the soldiers of his order have faded away amidst peace and plenty. Basalt, the 7th island, was the first to stop sending out trade ships, and there has been no word from the 6th island for some time now. Worrisome rumors of islands seceding and declaring independence started to circulate in the capital.
Tristan! Tristan! You alive in there? Open the door, you can die later.
Damn it, Medez.
Never fear, princess.
I'll break down this prison door and have you freed in no time.
Seriously?
Sorry, I got carried away. Did you just wake up? Everyone's wondering where you are.
Wait, surely it can't be. It's not today.
Well, yeah. Everyone's been at the Guildhall all morning waiting for you. Wilbert finally sent me to wake you up. Said to bring you in dead or alive.
Damn it all.
What's all the commotion about anyway? Is old Willie trying to give you more work?
Well, you could say that, yeah.
You only just finished that last job. Why didn't he give this one to one of us instead?
The work involves maps that I made.
Which maps? The ones you were doing for 6 months?
Not those, the ones of Greyshaft.
The 5th island? I could have told them what they need to know.
I doubt that. I experimented with a new way of charting the reef locations. The Mjordan system.
Oh, so you're saying that it's your own fault, huh?
I suppose so.
Finally! About time!
So, you said everyone's waiting at the Guildhall?
Not anymore. Those armoured lumps got all nervous and headed off. They're at the port. Said to have you come and meet them there. Who are they anyway?
Old friends of Willie's. That's my understanding of it.
From the Order? Armour, cloaks, stony faces. Never thought Willie would have those kind of friends.
Well, only one of them's a friend, apparently. Captain Gellert. The other's just his second in command. Sirdar's his name.
Well, that would explain why they're so attached at the hip.
Look lively!
What are you reaching for, you clod?
Bring those here.
Hey, be careful.
How many times do I have to tell you?
Where's Jonak? Anyone seen
Bosun
Jonak?
will flog the hide off you for that.
So, here we are. This is where we part.
Here we are. What? You're not coming to see me off?
I saw you off from your house. Willie already gave me a scolding when he sent me to fetch you. And I don't really want to catch his eye again.
What did he scold you for?
I thought it was going to be an ordinary day at work, so I took a little nap.
Sleeping on the job? The dares.
You'll want to talk. Well, I hope you have a good trip, and come back soon. You might even make it in time for Titan's Day.
That's right. You know, I was going to invite Kaylee.
That's the way it goes. Can't help it. You won't have time for the fairer sex with all this order business. Safe travels, Triss.
So long, my friend.
Tristan, my boy, what took you so long?
I'm sorry, Master Wilbert. I got the days mixed up.
Well, nothing to be done. At least you're here now. If you'd have taken any longer, your master would have had to sail off in your place.
But don't think you would have gotten off easy.
Don't scare the poor man. There's no harm in waiting a little. I ordered you to be here at noon. Follow my commands exactly from here on out. This isn't a pleasure cruise.
Yes, sir. I apologize.
That's the last thing I need.
Gellert,
What?
can I speak with you a moment?
Don't worry, cartographer. The captain isn't as stern as he looks. He'll grumble a bit and then calm down. You haven't forgotten where we're sailing, right?
An old cove on the southwest shore. The landing spot was chosen by your navigator to avoid the harbor.
Ah, see? Your memory's still sharp. So you have no problem deciphering all those clever squiggles on your map. What possessed you to chart everything in the Mjordan way?
Theirs is the most accurate system.
Ah, I see. Greyshaft's reefs have been the ruin of many, so accuracy's a must. Oh yes, I meant to ask you last time. Any chance you can handle a sword?
Somewhat.
Did you do your military service on Tantarus?
Like everyone else. So, if you give me a sword, I can put it to use.
I'd like to hope it won't come to that. We need your skills as a cartographer, not a swordsman first and foremost.
And if a fight does happen, no need to worry. We can always protect you.
I feel better already.
Tristan,
Yes, Master Wilbert?
take this. I expect a full detailed report. Write down every step you take. I'll check it when you get back.
Of course, Master Wilbert. You can always count on me.
I certainly hope so. Right then, honorable knights, Tristan, as they say, 7 winds guide you.
Every blessing, my friend. The one will watch over you.
Farewell, sir.
Those clouds don't bode well, Commander. I don't like this weather. We can wait a day or two, can't we? Greyshaft isn't going anywhere.
Not possible. The General's orders were clear. Immediately. The volcanoes will soon awaken.
The blight. It's coming now?
So it seems. Our path to Greyshaft could well be cut off. Orders are orders. Rally our brothers, Sirdar. We need to get underway while the sailors are still sober.
Hear that, cartographer? Bad weather, volcanoes, sweaty men in a cramped cabin. Not worth trading your soft bed in the capital for, is it?
Nothing to do for it. Our duty calls.
Speak sense, Tristan. As for the soft bed, it'll be all the softer once this is over. Now muster those lazy sods, Sirdar.
Ready, nuns? Straighten your habits and get on the ship. It's time to head out. Oh, cartographer! What do you think of Greyshaft?
Not quite what I expected.
I can see that. Your face is the exact color of the island. Have you been to see Emmett? He's our physician.
I'm looking for him now.
You'll find him that way. Ask him for a concoction or some herbs to chew. Come find me when you're feeling better. There's something we need to discuss.
A coin for every humbling.
Have you seen how fat the guard captain's face is, though? Won't fit through the entrance suit.
Excuse me.
What do you need?
Hi, I'm Tristan, the cartographer.
I know who you are. Doesn't change my question. What do you need?
I'm so nauseous I can hardly stand. I'm sick of looking at the contents of my stomach. Please help me.
Look, here, we're in dire straits. Some sod forgot to keep an eye out on the water barrels back in his charter. Now half the crew's laid out from drinking bad water.
I see that.
Look closer. The sailors are shitting blood. Some of them right in the bunks. So what's that you say? You feeling a little queasy, are you?
All right. Got it? You have no time for me. I'm on my way out.
Wait. I'm sure we can come to an agreement.
What do you mean?
I want to make these poor men a tincture. I already sent one of the sailors to fetch me boiled water. But for the best effects, I'll need some alcohol. There's brandy in my chest. It's locked. Here's the key. Bring me back brandy, and I'll figure something out for your queasiness.
All right, I'll fetch it for you.
Ha! I admit that's really clever. I have better things to do than peeking through other people's windows. Just take a look. Just one time. Everything is so different in there. Inside the gravedigger's place. Aye. Their house doesn't
Fog's
look like
rolling
much on
in.
the outside.
Weather looks
but it's
grim.
so rich and beautiful on the inside.
Yes!
3 bottles of brandy. Should I give the physician all of them, or...?
How would any good man just feck off to roam the woods like that?
Do you have them?
Yep, I've got the brandy. I brought the brandy. Here.
Never send a fool to fetch a bottle. All right, cartographer, how's your nausea? Still suffering?
No, I feel better. Toughed it out, I guess.
Well, off with you then. I have work to do.
To the gravediggers. Did they buy it? Of course not. I told you.
Feeling better, Tristan?
More or less.
Very good. Let's talk a bit. We've sailed almost halfway across the kingdom together, but I hardly know anything about you. This whole journey is like a dream come true for you, right?
Yes. Dealing with paperwork isn't exactly an adventure.
Is that what you think we're doing? Going on an adventure?
I do realise you're going to Greyshaft on important business.
Important, and also likely dangerous. Tell me, cartographer, what would you do if we encountered bandits? Remember, you stand before an Order Knight. So answer truthfully.
I'd help you fight them off. I wouldn't have much choice in the matter. I'd just grab something heavy and start hitting.
One help you. You were ambushed on your way to the privy. The bandits know you're not alone. Their knives are at your throat, and they're demanding you take them to our camp. What would you do, Tristan?
I'd put up a fight. If they start actually cutting me, I'd likely die anyway. So, maybe I could break a few noses before I went.
You're an interesting one, cartographer. All right. Run along to the navigator. He's getting impatient.
Feckin' filthy creatures! Shit! I'll crush you with my bare hands! What do you want?
What are you yelling about?
What's it to you? Leave me alone.
All right. It's just that the knights are on a secret mission, and here you are shouting loudly enough to be heard on the other islands.
Hey, shouting, am I? We unloaded some of the provisions from the ship, and had barely put them on the ground when these pests spawned them.
What pests?
Those blight-blasted bugs. Feckin' insects. If they tear through all our food, I'll be flogged for certain.
Do you want me to try and shoo them away? I guess I could stomp on them, or...
No, I already tried that. The quartermaster walloped me good for disturbing everyone. I know what you can do. How's about you squash them all for me? Give them a good thumping.
How would I don't even have a weapon.
What do you need weapons for? Squash those bastards underfoot. Just rid me of this plague, for seven's sake.
Can't see Tucht in a fog like this.
City makes me sick. Hang on, you're the cartographer, right? Tristan. That's what I heard the ordermen call you.
Well, you have me at a disadvantage then. I don't know your name.
The name's Roa. You don't have anything to drink on you, do you? The skipper confiscated all the booze before we set sail, so as not to get on your knight's bad side.
I don't. Sorry. I'm just looking for the physician.
Nothing at all. Don't go thinking I'm just a no-good drunk, by the way. Just that every time there's a storm, or even just bad weather, I get an ache in my heart and feel lousy enough to jump from the yardarms. But a good old portion of liquor makes everything right again. And the noise in my head stops what I wouldn't give for even a drop.
Sorry.
Damn it all.
Here. I found some alcohol in a chest.
Truly, Seven be praised. Oh, sweet relief.
Is one going to be enough for you?
It'll do just fine. Like I said, I'm not a drunk. Just need to soothe my heart a bit when the weather's foul. That's all.
Be well then.
Hang on. You'll be working with the navigator, right? Best give the other bottle to him. Loves his drink, he does. He won't say no.
Thanks. I'll keep that in mind.
It's you I should be thanking. Take care.
Keep your hands where I can see them. Can't see a tucht in a fog like this.
The bugs are dealt with.
Oh, lad, may the Seven hear your words, else another plague may come. In any case, thank you. Perhaps now I can get some rest.
A sorry sight.
Hey,
What? I'm not asleep. The knight told me to guard the... Oh, it's you.
aye.
The Order's navigator, right?
Not exactly. I'm a cartographer.
Aren't those the same thing?
How's your work going here?
I've been working my arse off. Who do you think's been cleaning up after you this whole time? By the seven, have some shame.
Yeah. Sorry. I had no idea that would happen.
It's fine. It must be tough being a seasick navigator.
Cartographer.
That's what I said.
Not easy being a deck boy.
It sure isn't. Everyone thinks I'm just some stupid kid. Bring this, hold that, clean up here, move that thing there. I am strong, you know. I can board a ship alone anytime. Nobody believes me. Everyone only laughs when I say that.
You could try and prove your worth somehow.
How exactly? Beat someone up? The skipper'd give me a whipping and lock me up in the latrine to lick it clean for a month. Hey, can you help me out?
With the latrine licking?
Not that. Help me prove my worth. Let's fight.
Are you serious?
Don't shit yourself too early, Navigator. It won't hurt. We'll just fling some sticks around for show. And that's it. Give me a hand, pretty please. Do you really want me to spend my whole life as a lubber here?
Fine. Where are those sticks?
Don't you have them? Well, you've already agreed to help, so you might as well go find them.
Want an apple?
Sure. Thank you, Navigator. Don't take it personally, all that stuff about cleaning up after you.
Don't worry, I won't. Have you been to Grey Shaft before?
Just once. My pa brought me here when I was very young. We lived in a village. I remember there was a huge fish skeleton there. I also remember going fishing with some local folk. 2 men on the older side. I think their names were Vive and Naliv. But yes, not a care in the world.
Do you happen to have a cudgel?
Oh, yes, sure. Give me a moment. You can take... just take this one.
Your leg? Are you pulling my... Is this a jest?
What? It's heavy, solid wood. Hit it, toss it around. Nothing'll harm it.
How goes it?
I am ready.
Let's go, Navigator.
Better run. There's a fight over here! Run above! I hope he's alive.
How goes it?
Well,
Come on, trash. The whole crew will respect me now.
hello. Do you know where...
You're the cartographer, right?
This morning I was.
You have it rough, cartographer.
Well, maybe a little rougher than you. Are you hiding here to smoke?
Can't smoke in front of the others. It's all, give me a hit, Squid. Share with us, Squid. And I only have enough rutmain for a few more.
Why squid?
Stinger nose. Where does anyone get their nicknames? Squids don't smoke, I don't think.
What's rutmain?
What titan did you fall off of? This is what we smoke on Grey Shaft. We were the first, and we taught the whole kingdom the habit.
We? Are you from Greyshaft?
This morning I was.
Why didn't you stock up on Rutmain before we left the starter?
Think you're so clever, do you? Haven't heard that it's banned from a starter to Basalt, then?
No, I didn't know that. Why is it banned?
That's enough, asker of questions. Let me smoke on my native shore in peace.
Does anyone have something to smoke in here?
Well, I think I saw the Order physician had some tobacco. Haven't asked him about it yet.
Do you have any Rutmain?
Not at all.
Squid says he saw you had some.
Don't listen to the deckhands. Tall tales are all they're good for. Now leave me be. I've work to do.
Emmett says he doesn't have any tobacco.
Oh, did he say anything else?
He also told me not to listen to the deckhands.
Nah, he's just grumpy is all. Someone from the crew tripped him up, I think.
Someone had words with the physician.
Yeah, I think it was Rower, but I wasn't there to witness, so it might just be me making things up.
Do you have a rod in Emmett's pickle?
Nah, there's nothing to be mad at. He's a harmless fool. Are you looking to grease the wheels with him? I saw you were really sick.
Well, having common ground won't hurt.
I kind of, sort of, took something from him and threw that thing as far away as I could. You might find it if you climb the rocks on the shore. Bring it back to him and he'll warm up to you for sure.
Did you lose this?
Oh, where did you find this?
On the shore. Just lying in the sand.
I guess I dropped it by accident. Thank you. Here, I remember that you asked about it.
Here's your tobacco.
Ignor's arse, that's Rutmain.
It wasn't easy to get.
Greyshaft hasn't forgotten me. Blessing me with gifts soon as I get here.
Can I ask my questions now?
Well, I really don't know all that much. Want me to tell you more about Rutmain?
No, thanks.
Suit yourself.
Cartographer, it's about time.
My bad.
Are you trying to placate me?
I'm trying to apologise. I know I wasn't any help with charting the course. In any case, I'm sorry for letting you down.
That'll do for starters. My name's Murray.
Triss.
Oh, brandy. You know what the last fella offered me?
Beer?
No, it's a long tale. Want to hear it?
Of course. Tell me.
I made a bet once with a sailor we called Horsefly. We were caught in a storm and ended up in the midst of some forsaken archipelago with no safe harbour or fresh water anywhere around. Just lizardfish and stingers. Horsefly worked in the galley. He started spreading panic. Say we'd been banished to the edge of the world, we'd never make it out. We'd die here and all that. Everyone was in low spirits at the time, so his words started sounding more and more true to them. The captain and the quartermaster stood there, stone-faced, knowing that the smallest action could lead to a riot in this atmosphere. Everyone understood. But after what Horsefly had said, I was stung by pride and suddenly had an idea on how to get out of the situation. So, I told Horsefly, edge of the world, never make it out. You think I'm your navigator or just a useless sack of rat shite, you bastard. But he kept going. We're lost, we can't make it out. We'll fall into the jaws of a sea serpent. So I said to him, let's make a bet. If I can't chart us a course home, you can take my most valuable possession, whatever you can find. But if I can get us back to familiar waters, the second you admit we're safe, you must give me something that can't be found on the ship. And I knew that we'd polished off the last drop of spirits a week before. There were no more grog, not even a splash of homebrew. If I do this, I said, then you, Horsefly, have to serve me alcohol the second I demand it. The whole crew fell silent. Horsefly came out of his panic to think, then agreed. The sailors all calmed down. They were all intrigued to find out if I could really find a way home. And they wondered, if it really did happen, how would Horsefly get me a drink? To tell you true, cartographer, I had a trick up my sleeve. The first thing any navigator worth his salt learns to look for in times like that is the cuckoo, our brother's favourite guiding star. It shines night and day, even if faintly. It had taken me a little while, but I had indeed spotted it. Then I knew approximately which way we needed to go, which is why I made such a bold bet. We'd drifted far, as you can believe, of course, but we did get back to friendly waters. With everyone listening, I announced that we were sailing past the all-too-familiar volcanoes, which meant it was time for me to wet my whistle. Horsefly, however, was not without his own tricks. Turns out he had a small barrel of incredibly sour wine down in the galley, used to preserve things. All ceremonial-like, he presented me with that barrel and poured me a glass. As soon as the first sip touched my lips, it was as if time stopped. It was more like drinking the driest red vinegar in existence. I had never had anything so sour in my life. The sailors grinned, and all I could do was laugh and admit that he had fulfilled the terms of the bet quite spectacularly. We ended up mixing that wine with water and sugar and shared the resulting drink with the whole crew. Even the captain took a few sips. Those were good times, even though Horsefly is no longer with us.
That's quite the story.
All right, let's get to work, cartographer. The maps they sent you with were actually quite helpful. Your Captain Gellert warned me that they used a Mioran system or something, but I've managed to understand the gist of it. I've done a rough comparison with our charts. So, one willing, we've made it this far, but we've still got a rough journey ahead of us. Once your order gives the signal, we'll need to raise anchor and enter Grey Shaft Harbour like civilized folk. As I'm sure you understand, the reefs around the island are still a threat. While you were busy emptying your insides onto our deck, I charted this course too. And I'd be lying if I said I wasn't interested in your opinion. So, tell me, cartographer, how can we get to the port safely? This'll give me a chance to see how well you know your own maps, too.
Be wary of large clusters of waves. They can be a sign of reefs, even though there aren't any in that area according to my maps. It's best to be on the safe side and avoid spots like that anyways.
I agree. I have to admit, I thought you'd be arrogant and refuse to doubt your own wonderful maps.
Better to doubt my maps than lose the entire ship. The course to the west is shorter. If we go around that side of the island, we'll reach the port in the least time possible.
Which would help us a lot, considering we're short on supplies and the crew's in bad shape. You're right, Tristan. Not bad. Not bad at all. You certainly know your stuff when you're not throwing up everywhere. How did you come to be a cartographer anyway?
I wanted to challenge myself. In a starter, they say cartography takes a lot of different skills.
Hey, I see. All right. Go report back to your captain. Well done, cartographer.
Ah, Tristan. How are things with the navigator?
Just fine. He's a fine fellow, and I'm sure we'll get on swimmingly.
Always full of jokes. The seasickness hasn't gotten the best of you yet, has it?
It certainly tried its hardest, Captain.
Call me Gellet. You're a civilian. There's no need for titles. You can speak freely. Have you had a good time?
I'm sorry?
I was told that the Physician's brandy reserves had been pillaged. I suppose one of the crew members will be reeking of booze tomorrow. So, you taught that deck boy a lesson, Tristan. Keep up the good work. Got nothing else to say, huh? Well, let's talk about something else then.
Have you been to the 5th island?
Yes, several years ago.
Was it an official trip? Did you go in through the harbour?
Too official, if you ask me. And not much more pleasant.
Why not?
Because we arrived in port on the Retribution.
I'm not familiar with it. I mean, I saw frescoes of it at the church orphanage, but I don't remember them telling us much about it.
I'm not surprised. Because it's on the Order's conscience, not the Church's. They send the galley called Retribution when there is a direct threat to the King's authority. Or the foundations of our faith are disrupted. No negotiations, no trials, fair or otherwise. Just divine retribution at the tip of Order Knight swords.
And that happened on Greyshaft?
Unfortunately, yes. Those are bad memories, Tristan. Let's not stir them up.
Gellet, why are we sailing to Greyshaft?
Well, you sailed to Greyshaft to make sure the ship reached its shores safely. The crew will replenish the stores of fresh water, and you'll sail back to Astarte. But as for the Order's aims, That's not something you're entitled to know.
I thought we were speaking freely and no titles.
Consider that a friendly answer. In any other case, I'd have punched you in the teeth for asking too many questions.
Have you known Wilbert for a long time?
A long time indeed. I broke his nose. Back when I was barely off the boat.
What? Really?
The ship had just arrived from Mior. I was still very young. I had managed to sneak on board and hide out in the hold. And I figured I'd be able to sneak back out when we got to a starter. But this fop spotted me. Came up to me with one hand behind his back and started asking questions about who I was and where I came from. I was not much of a talker back then, and I socked him right in between the eyes. He fell back onto his rump, stared at me wide-eyed and asked, "Why did you do that?" Then I saw that he was holding a loaf of bread in his other hand. He had wanted to give it to little urchin me, and so he made a trade. I gave him my filthy old kerchief to mop up the blood, and he gave me the bread. We've been in contact ever since.
A little boy alone in the ship's hold? Didn't your parents wonder where you went?
There was no one to wonder about me, Tristan. What about you? What do your parents think of your adventure?
They wouldn't know who to ask. I spent my childhood at the church orphanage.
Don't they tell you the names of your parents when you reach adulthood and leave the orphanage?
Yes, but only if you ask. And at that point, I really didn't care. Well, it was lovely talking to you. I think I'll go lie down.
Wait. Now let me ask you a question of my own. That journal you keep. Do you really record every step you take as Wilbert commanded?
I'm trying my best.
Can I take a look? I'm curious.
I'm afraid I can't let you. That's really quite personal.
You do realize I have the authority to just take it from you.
I know you can, Captain, but it would bring you no honor.
All right, Tristan. You should get some rest. I'll see you in the morning.
Commander, I'll stand watch. I'm wide awake.
That won't be necessary. I have men to post. Tomorrow's going to be a long day. You should rest as well.
Damn, that hurt. One almighty. I'll just drown.
Cartographer! Cartographer!
Hey, you all right? You alive?
I'm alive. I'm mostly alive. Ah, just going to rest a bit.
What happened? I remember people... a crash. Then I woke up ashore.
Fun, wasn't it? They were waiting for us. Caught us in an ambush like fish in a net. I think they hit the ship to make sure no one could escape.
An ambush? I thought this was a secret mission.
You thought right, Cartographer. I hope we'll have time to ponder this idea again sometime. But no worries. Things aren't really all that bad.
Right. Couldn't be better.
Judge for yourself. You're alive, I'm alive, and we still have that scroll. Which means we can get to the Order as planned. Just...
as planned? We have to get off this island. Everyone's dead.
Quit your complaining. Our mission is still to find Ansur and give him the letter. Once it's in his hands, there'll be an Order ship to take you straight back to the capital. Perhaps there'll be a place for me on that ship too. One willing. Listen carefully, Tristan. As you can see, I'm in a bit of a mess. And I really don't want to kick the bucket here in this one forsaken cove. There was a physician on the ship with us, remember? He always wore a ridiculous hat.
Oh, yeah. I went to him when I was seasick and he called me a drunk.
He may not have been the best company, it's true. But he knew his trade well. We need to find his bag. It's big, with a belt strap. There should be a few healing potions inside, in red flasks. They'll help stop the bleeding. Do you know any prayers to the One?
I know the last rites.
How appropriate. While you're looking for the bag, best pray that the potion flasks are all still in one piece. Because otherwise you'll have to go dig up his chest, which went down with his cabin on the ship. And I don't think I'll last long enough for you to find it. Come now. You set sail with us in search of adventure, did you not? Here's your first quest. Save this night. Maybe eventually you'll get around to saving princesses.
What a nightmare. This is our physician. Or was. Aha! One bottle's still intact. But just one. I can manage. Here,
Did you find it? My hero. Ah, I feel better already. Thank you, Tristan. Now listen to me. I just need another minute here, then we'll get moving. The Order's headquarters on this island is north of here. Like I said before, we need to get this letter to their leader, Ansa. And then you'll get on that ship. And who knows? Maybe I will too.
What happened to the men who ambushed us?
Ah, they're not around right now, so there's nothing to worry about. And anyways, counting you, there's 2 of us now. And as my Uncle Tibor always said, 1's an easy target, but 2's trouble. So we'll be fine.
Did your uncle say anything about beaches covered in corpses?
When it comes to dead men's possessions, there's no superstition in a time of need. He runs a tavern on Greyshaft. Has tons of stories. So come on, grab yourself a weapon and bring me my sword. It's sticking out of that scum over there.
There's something engraved on the handle. To my favourite nephew from Uncle T. He's dead. What, the potion? How? The letter. He said that the Order would help me get home. Farewell.
Why farewell? On the contrary. Hello there,
Oh,
my
thank
good
the
man.
one! Please, help me, we were...